Your ancestors slept better than you. Here's why. You're lying awake at 2 a.m. again. Your phone glows, your mind races, and somewhere deep down, you know something is fundamentally wrong with how you're sleeping. Well, you're right, and the answer isn't a new mattress or another sleep supplement. Your ancestors figured out something we've completely forgotten, and once you understand what it is, you'll never sleep the same way again. Most of us think we've optimized sleep. We have blackout curtains. We have white noise machines. We even have apps telling us when to go to bed. But here's the truth. Our great-grandparents slept better without any of that. They had something we lost, something so obvious we stopped noticing it was gone. Let me paint you a picture. It's 1850. No electricity, no screens, no artificial light after sunset. A family sits by candlelight for maybe an hour, then bed. They sleep for 8 hours straight. They wake naturally. And here's the kicker. They feel rested, genuinely rested, not tired, not groggy, rested. Today, we sleep longer on average. We have more comfort. We have optimal temperatures. And yet, we're more exhausted than any generation in human history. So, what changed? The answer is light, specifically artificial light. And not just any light, blue light. Here's what your ancestors experienced that you don't. Their circadian rhythm was actually synchronized with the sun. When the sun went down, darkness triggered the release of melatonin. Their body temperature dropped, their metabolism slowed, and they entered what scientists call a consolidated sleep state, meaning their sleep was deep, uninterrupted, and restorative. Now flip to your life. You're working until 8 p.m. under fluorescent lights that mimic midday sun. Then you come home and scroll through your phone until 11 p.m. That phone, it's blasting your eyes with blue light wavelengths that directly suppress melatonin production. Your brain thinks it's still daytime. So even though you're tired, your body isn't ready to sleep. You finally put the phone down. You get into bed, but now your circadian rhythm is completely confused. You fall asleep, but it's shallow. You wake up at 3 a.m. You can't fall back asleep because your melatonin levels are still suppressed from that phone at 11 p.m. You check the time. You panic about checking the time, and suddenly you're caught in an anxiety loop that keeps you awake until 5 a.m. Sound familiar? Here's what's wild. Your ancestors also experienced seasonal changes in sleep patterns. In winter, they slept more, sometimes significantly more, up to 10 or 11 hours. But their bodies weren't exhausted. They were honoring a natural cycle. Today, we try to sleep the same amount year-round under artificial lights that simulate summer sun all year long. We're literally fighting our own biology. But there's more. Your ancestors had segmented sleep. Research into pre-industrial sleep patterns reveals something fascinating. People didn't sleep in one 8-hour block. They slept in two phases. They'd go to bed after sunset, sleep for 3 or 4 hours, then wake naturally. They'd spend an hour or two doing quiet activities, reading, talking, meditating. Then they'd sleep for another 3 or 4 hours. This isn't insomnia. This is how humans actually slept for thousands of years. And it was efficient, it was restorative, and it gave their minds time to process and integrate information. We've tried to force our sleep into a single consolidated block, and our brains are rebelling. When you wake up at 3 a.m., that's not a disorder. That's your body trying to remember what sleep is supposed to feel like. Now let's talk about temperature. Your ancestors slept in rooms that were cold, really cold, often unheated. Modern research shows that your core body temperature needs to drop between 1 and 3 degrees Celsius for optimal sleep. Your ancestors got that naturally. You're sleeping in a room that's probably 68 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That's actually too warm for ideal sleep. Most sleep scientists now recommend 60 to 67 degrees, and yet most people keep their bedrooms warm because it feels comfortable. But comfortable isn't the same as restorative. Your ancestors also didn't have caffeine available all day. They might have had coffee or tea, but it wasn't a constant IV drip. Today, the average person consumes caffeine until 2 or 3 p.m. and wonders why they can't sleep. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours. That means if you drink coffee at 2 p.m., half of it is still in your system at 8 p.m. A quarter is still there at 2 a.m. But here's the thing that really matters. Your ancestors had something you don't have, and it's the most important factor of all: predictability. Their sleep was predictable because their entire day was predictable. They woke with the sun, they worked, they rested, they ate, they slept with the sun. No variation. No unexpected deadlines at 10 p.m. No messages that need responding to. No decisions to make. Your brain is supposed to wind down gradually through the evening. It's supposed to hit a low point around your natural sleep time and then stay low until morning. But your life doesn't allow that. You're stressed about work until 9 p.m., then you try to force sleep at 11 p.m. Your nervous system is still activated, your cortisol is still elevated, and you're expecting your body to just switch off. It doesn't work that way. It never did. So what do you actually do about this? You can't go back to 1850. Your job requires electricity. Your life requires modern technology, but you can borrow from what your ancestors knew instinctively. First, eliminate artificial light after sunset. I'm not saying go full candlelight, but dim your lights starting at 7 p.m. Use red or amber light bulbs in your bedroom and bathroom. If you must use screens, use blue light filters after 6 p.m. This isn't optional. This is the single most impactful change you can make. Second, cool your bedroom. Aim for 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Open a window if you can. This single change can improve sleep quality by 15 to 20%. Third, stop consuming caffeine after noon. I know, it sounds extreme, but your ancestors didn't have afternoon coffee, and they slept better because of it. Fourth, create a predictable sleep schedule. Go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time, even on weekends. This synchronizes your circadian rhythm in a way that nothing else can. Your body will start producing melatonin before you even get into bed. And fifth, give yourself permission to have segmented sleep if that's what your body wants. If you naturally wake at 3 a.m., don't panic. Don't check your phone. Read, meditate, breathe, then go back to sleep. This is normal. This is human. Your ancestors didn't have sleep problems because they weren't fighting their own biology. They were honoring it. And the fascinating part, you don't need modern sleep technology to reclaim what they had. You just need to remember what humans actually are. You're not designed to sleep in warm, bright rooms while your nervous system is constantly activated. You're designed to sleep when the world goes dark. You're designed to sleep deeply when you feel safe. And you're designed to wake naturally when your body is actually rested. The fact that you're not sleeping well isn't a personal failure. It's not a chemical imbalance that requires medication. It's a signal. Your body is telling you that something is fundamentally misaligned with how you're living. Start making one change this week, just one. Dim your lights at sunset, cool your bedroom, cut caffeine at lunch, pick one. Do it for 2 weeks, notice what happens. Because once you taste what real sleep feels like, once you experience what your ancestors knew every single night, you won't want to go back. Your best sleep isn't in the future, it's in your past, and it's waiting for you to remember.